Hello, it's Mark here for GAK, and today we are looking at the new line of effects pedals from Fender. So in this line of effects pedals, we have a buffer, a delay, a compressor, a reverb, an overdrive, and a distortion. So these were designed by one of the Fender engineers, a guy called Stan Coty, and they're basically your rugged, simple, easy to use pedals which would go well on any pedal board. So let's get them out of the box and have a look. As you can see, there's a selection of colors going on, and we have this rather fine brushed chrome effect, which is rather nice. First kind of thing to mention about these is they are super strong and super sturdy. They feel very well built, and there's a nice weight to them. A super cool feature is at the bottom we have this battery compartment. You know, it can be quite fiddly sometimes to change your batteries, especially if you're in a rush. And with these, you have this kind of spring door, and you just literally pull it open and your battery compartment's right there, which is very, very useful. One thing that you can't see at the moment because they're not plugged in and it's not dark enough is that each of these knobs has a LED light built into it, which means if you're in a dark environment, if you're gigging, you're easily able to see where your knobs are positioned, where they're set to, and that's a very cool, super useful function, especially in a gigging scenario. So let's get into it and let's take a look at the Ana Overdrive. So this is basically your classic overdrive, designed to kind of replicate those old school classic driven tube amps. We have a 3-band EQ, a presence knob, we have an A and B voicing switch, your level, your drive, and your boost and bypass switches. Also armed with FET technology, this pedal basically allows you to cover all bases, and it's your kind of classic, easy, simple to use, rugged, back to basics overdrive pedal. You know, anything from a tiny bit, a little bit of overdrive to your fully saturated hardcore overdrive, it will cover all bases. Next up, we have the Puggy distortion. Not entirely sure how you say that, but basically it's a very versatile distortion pedal. It has a huge range and wealth of tones, and 2 separate distortion engines. Having dual gain engines with independent tone controls for each allow you to select multiple variations of distortion. We have a series blend switch, which allows you to stack your channels for that kind of thick distortion, and the bass boost switch, which will obviously fatten up your tone. You know, having this blend control, which allows you to mix both of the channels, really does give you the best of both worlds. And this is a very, very cool pedal. Next up, we have the Marine Layer Reverb, which features 6 separate reverb models, including hall, room, and then more modern sounds like shimmer. We have a dry curl on and off switch, allowing you to mute your dry signal for effects loops. And also a very super handy function is even when you mute your pedal, your reverb tails will continue on, giving you a very natural decay reverb sound. Much is the same moving over to the mirror image delay. Even when you mute that pedal, your delay tails will continue on. And that's just a super win for everyone, and just gives you a very authentic sound. Sticking with the mirror image delay, this also has 6 separate delay models, and it also has digital, analog, and tape modes, each with 2 different voicing variations. Looking at the pedal, you can see everything that you'd expect to see on a delay pedal. We have our level, feedback, rate, depth, and time. So also in this series, we have these 2 pedals at the bottom, which are slightly smaller than the other 4. Firstly, we have the Bends, which is a dynamic compressor, which features a dual internal audio path for low noise, whilst amp dual color reflects gain reduction. Moving over to the silver one, which is the level set buffer, which is basically a buffer pedal. Now this has up to 12 decibels of clean output, and it's designed to basically keep your sound quality up and your signal path pure. So let's plug these in and take a listen to how they sound.